Hello. Good afternoon? Yeah. Hello. Welcome. Going to be just continuing from yesterday. I didn't really do anything since I stopped streaming yesterday, so so yeah, going to continue to work on this model for Shishi. Hello, welcome. But pretty much I still just need to do the just a bunch of art mesh stuff, and then from there I'll probably start doing the rigging for the eyes and the mouth today. I'll see how far I get before I stop streaming. So yeah. We'll see how good YouTube is today. Yesterday I was disconnecting a lot, and I don't really know why. But it should be better today. I don't know. But yeah, I was working on the art meshes just a little bit since yesterday, but that's about it. So one thing I did forget to set back is the stream resolution. So it's streaming at 720p instead of 1080p like it should right now. But I already started the stream, so I don't want to restart it. So this one will just have to be a little bit lower quality. But alas. Hello, welcome. Yeah, it's weird that it for in the stream the emoji doesn't show up for some reason. But it shows up fine in the chat though. Welcome. Welcome back. That's fine. Feel free to just lurk around. If you have any Live2D questions, feel free to throw them at me. Or really questions in general. Don't have to be Live2D related. No, I do not have a son to go see. Either's fine. So I did kind of think about the Twitch affiliate stuff, and I'll probably not go with it, even though I am eligible now for the affiliate program. I kind of would rather just keep multi-streaming. It's kind of more comfortable that way. So yeah, really either way, it's fine. With Twitch, you just get a few more like emotes that you can use, I suppose, if you follow like any other streamers. I might eventually, you know, if enough people are, if enough people follow me on Twitch, I suppose I might eventually just move to there for streaming. But at the moment, like, it doesn't really make sense when most of the people watching are on YouTube anyway. But I don't know. Yeah, eventually, if I have more people on Twitch watching than YouTube, then I might switch. But for now, it makes more sense to just do multi-streaming. And yeah, Twitch isn't really too big in Japan as well. Not that when I'm streaming like at this time, I don't really get many Japanese viewers anyway. But if I stream it like really early in the morning, which I want to eventually again, because it gives me a chance to actually talk to the Japanese viewers a bit. I'd just do that on YouTube because not really worth it on Twitch or anything. Hello, welcome. Oh, welcome. Hey. I've been looking at the video you posted of the gun rigging, and I just keep looking at it like how how do you do such a thing? I'm always impressed by your work. No, I'm all done with school now. I graduated from college January? Yeah. Yeah, it was like yeah, January or so, I think, probably. Well, I guess that makes sense, because if you have like a reference that you can kind of look at, then helps with the movement a bit, I suppose. Why did I start VTuber commissions? I don't know. I kind of like, I just got like, I just finished college and I was like, I don't know, I kind of like want to try a new skill. And so I had been wanting to kind of try Live2D for a bit, so I kind of just decided to like dive in to Live2D since I kind of had the time, and so I did. And then yeah, I don't know, like I did like 2 models for myself, and then I kind of just wanted like I wanted to do more, so I was like, well, I guess like rigging commissions and like commissions in general would be a good way of me like being able to continue doing this, and like work with a bunch of other art styles as well. So I guess that was kind of the reason for me starting. And I don't know, like for now, I'm kind of just doing this as my job for now. This is pretty enjoyable. I don't really have any plans for summer so far. I don't know. Maybe just seeing friends probably, because we'll all be vaccinated and everything. I already got my first shot of like a week or two ago. Like 2 weeks ago, I think. So I'm looking forward to seeing people again once everyone has their shots and is fully vaccinated. It's probably just, that's probably what my summer's gonna be, is just like kind of catching up with friends and just people that I've been wanting to see, like my grandma, my mom. Oh, thank you. I kind of want to update this model, or like make a new model eventually for myself, but it's like, do I actually want to do that work? I don't know. That's the real question. Do I really want to do that to myself? I mean, like, I don't know. I don't really consider myself like a VTuber or anything. It's mostly just like I wanted an avatar that I could use, because I obviously don't really like showing my face anywhere. But like I also feel kind of weird about just like streaming like this without any interaction at all. So this is kind of a nice middle ground, so I can still kind of interact a bit. And I'm not just some like voice narrating things. I don't know. This is kind of just like I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. If you ever saw any of my streams in the past, I always kind of tried to use like an avatar of some sort. So it's not like I've never done anything with avatars before for streams. It's just I hadn't really dived into what is it? Like just I hadn't really gone into Live2D too much before, so it's kind of the next step, I guess. I think that's good. Probably a little bit over. Probably too much. Honestly, this is probably a little bit overkill. But whatever. It should look fine. And I'm like totally eyeballing the vertices, by the way. I don't know. I didn't draw these symmetrically, so I have to do these completely on their own. I probably honestly don't need to go this crazy with the vertices, but I don't know. I want it to look all flowy, so higher vertice count should help with that. Because I found before, when I didn't add enough vertices, when I was doing like the hair physics, it would end up looking a little bit choppy, you know? So, probably better that I just go overkill than underkill. What microphone do I use? Oh, what? So this is like this is like a $20 microphone, by the way. It's nothing, nothing crazy. Oh, what was it? I got it on Sweetwater because no other place was selling it. There's this guy on YouTube who I follow who does microphone reviews, and this was one of the ones that he recommended for people who do like podcasts and stuff. It's like a very cheap, price-wise microphone, but in terms of actual quality, it's pretty good. It's like a $20 microphone. Let me look at my order history because I can actually tell you like the exact microphone order history. Yeah, $20 this mic. It is the XM 8500 Behringer dynamic vocal mic. And yeah, it was $20. Retail price, it was actually, well, retail price, it's apparently $36, but on Sweetwater, I got it for $19, and with tax, it came out to $20. So yeah, it's a very good mic, for the price. So yeah, definitely, if you're looking for like a cheap mic, that's a dynamic mic, would definitely recommend this one because, I was pretty impressed by the quality when I first tested it. I'm not sure about how vertice count affects performance. I'm assuming if you go too crazy, you know, if everything is like set to like heavy auto, you might get kind of slow. But I don't know. I haven't like, I mean, I'm just testing with my computer, of course, but like I haven't, as far as people have told me who have commissioned me, I have not heard of any issues with like the vertice count that I've been doing at least. And I tend to not be going too crazy, so I don't think it's that bad. Oh yeah, so it you will need an audio interface for this mic. So I guess that would be the hidden cost if you didn't have an audio interface already. But I'm not using like a very expensive audio interface either. I think I got this one for like $50 at some point. But so yeah, it isn't a USB mic. So you might want to look around for a USB one if that's something that you are looking for specifically. But if you do have an audio interface, or you can find like a kind of cheap audio interface, I do recommend this mic because I have had nothing but good experiences. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. I guess it's probably a good BPM for like working out too. Oops. Yeah, honestly, this is pretty overkill. I don't normally need to go this crazy, but I totally can. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people use like Guitar Hero mics for like recording Utao and stuff back in the day. I think people still do that though, because it's still pretty good price wise. But yeah, if you do have an access to an audio interface or something, I would definitely recommend this microphone. And then I also got a boom arm thing for the mic, and that was, I got it off of Amazon, and it was also only like $20. So this entire setup for my audio portion of things for these live streams cost like $40 total, which is quite normally things like that go for a lot more, so. Yeah, the hair is definitely not, I didn't add nearly as many strands for this one for my own sanity. Though honestly, the strands ended up looking pretty good for Nana's model, so I'm happy I split it up to that extent, but yeah. I think Am I done with the hair part? I think I am, maybe? Probably? Let's do bangs, and then I'm like wondering how I should do the deformer setup here. Hmm. I'm like, it's probably better if I split up these side pieces, but how many layers? Good question. Oh, I should actually, I can check the PSD. I was gonna say, in Clip Studio, it doesn't actually list the, let me just open Photoshop really quickly. And, got the garbage truck. In Clip Studio, it doesn't list the amount of layers, but in Photoshop it does, so let me check. I can answer that momentarily. Okay, this one's only, 95-ish layers. Which compared to Nana's was Nana's model was 160, I think. But Nana's had a lot, I mean, it was a longer hair. Nana's was like down to here, and also the clothing had a lot of parts to it. And pins and such that all had their own shadows and shine layers and everything. But yeah, Nana's had a lot of hair and a lot of clothing parts, so it ended up being yeah, like 165 layers, I think, was the total count for Nana's. And there's also a good amount of expression parts as well, so yeah, that ended up being quite a heavy model. Well, with Live2D models, with like the art, you have to pretty actively rename the layers for organization purposes. So, I kind of lost the layer count pretty quickly in Clip Studio. Oh yeah, I do kind of feel the Final Fantasy vibes with the skirt. I feel that. The glasses will eventually move. I did add shine to the glasses, so they will kind of get to shine like my glasses. Similar concept. the bouncy bits? You mean these bouncy bits? Yeah, I was kind of thinking about using, Live2D in some form for future covers or like future songs. Just trying to kind of think about how to go about it still. I'm still kind of learning how to do the animation side of Live2D, because of course like rigging for like a VTuber is one thing, but rigging for the sake of just animating is kind of a different, it's not super different, but I have to kind of think about if I need to rig things differently, just if it's just for animation. I'm like, do I need to kind of rig things a little bit differently? Because it's not like relying on physics as much and stuff. I don't know. Oh yeah, that is one thing. Whatever audio interface you have, it will need the phantom power stuff to be able to use the mic. Oh, the commission info isn't there? Oh, shit. Did I mess it up? One sec. Let me... That's weird. It should work. One second. Did I mess up the link somehow? Oh, what the heck? Yeah, it's totally bugged. What the heck? Weird. So when you click the link, the URL has like some mysterious number or some mysterious symbols at the end. Just erase those symbols. I don't know what those are, and I don't know why they're showing up. It's like just like 3 symbols at the end of the URL. I don't know why that happened. It must have been because I copied and pasted the information into Streamlabs and that caused some issue. But yeah, if you click on the link and then just erase the last few things after the slash, it should load properly. Sorry about that. That was my mistake. I didn't double check. Yeah, so how I do the mouth, I guess I haven't gotten to that portion yet for this one, but, wait, actually, let me, So, I can just kind of explain it, I suppose. So what I'll normally do is, if it's, like, a model for VTube Studio, what I'll normally do is I'll just, for mouth form, I'll just have it at 0 and +1 because for VTube Studio it doesn't really recognize -1 much, so I won't even just bother with it. And then for mouth open, so what I'll do is I'll do mouth open first, so I'll just set it, I'll make a keyframe for everything of the mouth at 0, and then I'll make a keyframe at 1, and 1 will be like an ah sound, you know, and then, you know, open, just closed will be, open at 0 will just be the mouth closed. And so by doing that first, you won't really have to make specifically like the eh and e sound just from scratch, because you'll already kind of have those individual ones. As the mouth opens into the ah shape, it'll kind of already be making those e and eh shapes for you. And so you make the open from 0 and then 1, and then once you're all done with that, you do the mouth form. So I just do keyframes for 0 and +1 for mouth form, and so you end up having like pretty much 8 keyframes total. So for mouth form at 0 and the mouth open at 1, it'll be like an O sound, like O, and then with mouth form at 1 and mouth open at 1, it'll be an ah sound. And even just that, all you'll need to adjust really is when you do mouth form at 0 and mouth open at 1, when it goes from 1 to 0 for mouth open, you'll just have to make like an oo sound manually. But does that make sense? I guess I can just show, wait, I have Nana's model here. I can open that in another tab and show you there. I added 1 extra keyframe because I just needed to fix the skin part a bit, but like for this, I ignore this thing right here. But so I made the mouth open first. So I made 0 and then I made 1, but I made it with this form. And so then after I did that, then I made the keyframes for mouth form 1 and 0. And then I added keyframes at 0.3 and 0.7 for the mouth open. And so that makes it like ah, eh, e. And then for 0, it's oo, kind of more open ooh and then an O. And even just with that for VTube Studio, that's plenty. I really, I think the setup is a little bit different for like face rig. And I don't know. I haven't really had any issues with PRPR Live when I was using it either. Yeah, when they're linked, they work fine. And the main thing I like kind of make sure to do is for like the teeth, when the mouth is closed, when the mouth turns into an E shape, to make sure when it's slightly open, it doesn't look kind of weird. I have the teeth kind of already in front of where they're going to be when the mouth opens already. That way it looks kind of natural when the mouth closes from like the E shape. E, A, I, U, E, O. A, E. If that makes sense. But yeah, main thing is like to have a bottom tooth layer, I guess. But you can, so what I do, like for this one, I didn't even draw specifically a lower tooth layer. I just copied the upper tooth layer and flipped it vertically and then kind of just moved the shape a little bit. Yeah, I don't know, like, I feel like less is more. I've seen the charts that some other people have, and there's like 22 keyframes, and I'm like, no, don't do that to yourself. Yeah, I think honestly, like if your keyframes are neatly made, you should be okay with just what? Wait, yeah, just like 8 keyframes. Honestly, that should be plenty. In my opinion. And it also makes it easier for when you have expressions as well that adjust the mouth shape, because the more keyframes you have, the more stuff you're going to have to adjust for those keyframes. Like I have this one for the frowning, and I would have had to make all of these. So I adjusted all of these specifically for the frowning shape. But if I had like 20 keyframes here, I would have had to do that for all 20 keyframes, and that would have been hell. So, yeah, if you can, I always suggest working with less mouth keyframes, if possible. And yeah, I don't know, I think the mouth form -1 is kind of, I'm not sure if it's just like outdated, or people just like, I don't know. I guess like with PRPR Live, you can kind of use it. And like with this model, I can frown a bit. Kind of. But it's really hard to force a frown in like VTube Studio, and with PRPR Live you kind of have to very obviously like like really I have to really obviously frown for it to actually do the form anyway. So yeah, I don't really feel like the -1 mouth form really does much, and it kind of just adds more work for yourself. So yeah, I kind of suggest just going with less. Let me close this one. But yeah, hopefully that answered your question. Kind of talked a bit longer there. Hopefully that's clear enough. I think also just an important thing is like, if you're using VTube Studio, you need to adjust the mouth open and like mouth smile input max number. I have mine set to like 0.6, I think, or 0.5, because otherwise when you talk it's not gonna like open enough. So you shouldn't be adjusting it to you being like like it's not gonna be realistic. So you need to adjust the input amount to the extent that like when you're comfortably talking, it's opening enough, you know? And then another thing to improve mouth movement is not related to tracking at all. It's just like in your streaming program. I always recommend setting up an audio delay for your audio in general. So for this, so that the audio lines up with my talking, I have my microphone as well as my desktop audio set to a 180 millisecond delay. And so what that does is it ends up having my audio mostly, I still need to kind of adjust a little bit, but the audio will match up with the mouth movements instead of there being like kind of a weird slight delay. And this depends on the program as well. With PRPR Live, I had to set the audio delay to like 250 for it to line up with the mouth movements. For VTube Studio, it's like 100 to 150, I think, is plenty for the audio delay to match up with the mouth movements. For iPad or like iOS tracking, I'm not sure with webcam tracking for VTube Studio because things are a little bit different. But yeah, hopefully that answers. Yeah. So for things that I'm going to reflect later, like the eyes, for example, I kind of just keep the other one as a reference, just so that when I reflect it, if it is slightly off, I can adjust it accordingly. Otherwise, it will bug the hell out of me if it's like slightly, to the left. And that happened with I think it was with this my own model when I was working on this one. It was like the center was slightly off, and one of the eyes was like slightly to the right, and I didn't notice till later, so I had to redo the eye completely. Which, like, thinking about it now, now that I know I can just make a deformer, move something to the left, and then delete that deformer, and it would just fix the movement. I feel like a complete fool, but my first Vocaloid was Rin and Len. Oh yeah, I did already set the jacket off thing. So that's done. Because it was pretty, I can just set up the jacket toggle pretty easily for that, luckily. But it's just having to draw all the parts underneath the jacket is what makes it kind of difficult. But everything should still be all good to go there. And eventually I still need to fix this because it's kind of going out of the face line a little bit, and I'm like, I don't know why. Because this should be, oh wait, oh yeah, that's actually why. That's why. I didn't realize that. This was too far up, or too far below. Man, I like kind of want to do the hair physics already, but like I shouldn't. I still need to set up everything, but I don't want to set up everything. For this, I kind of just want to have it auto. I don't want to manually do that one. I think that should be fine. I think this is fine just as a block. Oh wait, this is, yeah, so that was that shine. Yeah, I'll just leave the shine layers like flat because adding vertexes to them is probably a mistake. I guess I'll just auto this one too. It doesn't really need to be super clean. Oh yeah. So the shortcut for that is if you hold down E, it lets you kind of rotate it in that weird 3D way, and then if you hold down W, you can put things forward and back, And so if you hold down E and W together, you can do this crazy 3D thing. And then you can hold down W and kind of move things separate, and then hold down E to move around. Looks fucking crazy. And then if you hold down E and W and double click, it resets everything back to normal. Don't forget to do that, because I forgot to do that a while ago when I was working on the last model, and I was like, oh my god, did I mess something? Why is the eye, why are the eyes like kind of higher up? And I couldn't figure it out, and I double clicked with E and W pressed. I was like, oh, that's why. I had forgotten to reset the E and W stuff. But yeah, it looks pretty sick. But yeah, you need to, if you hold down W and then double click, you'll reset that, and then for the E, you have to also reset that separately, so yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Something I feel like people are like, oh my god, what is that when you do that? But it really lets you see the layers easily, so I like it. It helps me a lot when I'm setting up the, you know, forward and back and stuff. There we go. Wait, actually, not that. Do the lip stuff. No problem. Glad I can help. Yeah, flat booba. I really hope they eventually add the symmetrical thing for the mouth, because this kills me inside, having to like not have both sides even. Ugh. Thank you. Yeah, like I know these sides aren't even, but it's like fine, but also it bugs me because I know I'm gonna have to like, you know, go in, and it's gonna bug me when I do it, when something isn't even. I think that should be okay. And then I copy that, and then I go to here, and I go there, and I go here. Not like that. That should be fine, I think, probably. Yeah, so I drew the model. I drew the model on my iPad with Clip Studio Paint. And then once I finished the model, I exported it as a PSD, threw it in Photoshop, saved it after I split up the layers left and right. And then you just throw it in Live2D and start working on it. For getting it from my iPad to PC, Clip Studio Paint has a cloud system, so you can like upload it from your iPad to the Clip Studio cloud, and then on Clip Studio Paint on your PC you can download it from that cloud. But before that I was using Procreate, and I would upload it to my Google Drive and then download it on my PC on Google Drive. Oh, did they? I'd love for them to add that. These are probably kind of too far down. Kind of went a little bit crazy with those, maybe. Ah, konnichiwa. いらっしゃい。Favorite vocally producer? Nowadays probably Akora. I really like their music nowadays, but also I'm always a fan of like Clean Tears or Niki's stuff. Or M1's stuff is really good too. Exactly. We don't need cubes, we need symmetry tools, please. Sir, just a single symmetry tool as a treat. Yeah, I definitely suggest Akora. It's like I really like what was it? Sleeping Awake, I think it was called. I really like that song, but honestly like every single thing they have is amazing. Honestly, this is kind of messy, but it should be fine probably, maybe, hopefully. Should be fine, I think. And so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy and paste this and then put this here and then call it lower teeth, and then I'm just gonna go bam, bam, and then I don't know where it went. Why did you go all the way down there? Why did you go all the way down there, sir? Come back up, sir, please. Thank you. And so now I can use this as the lower tooth, and then I just add a little thing here, so that I can fix the shape a bit. And just kind of adjust it a little bit. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's not only gonna be used. It's only gonna be used for when the mouth, for like the E shape, really. But it will be there. I do need to put this underneath here though, so that when it does this, you know, it does the, what's it called? It'll be underneath the top tooth. as teeth go. I think that's how that works. And then I think I might just do that for this because I don't really need to manually do that. And honestly, probably this too. That should be plenty. For like the lips and stuff, you have to do that manually because you need that to look good, but for the rest of the inner mouth, it's not as necessary. Like the teeth and the tongue, you don't really need to do your own custom art meshes for those, in my opinion. Depends on the art style though. Thank you. It's all about the audio delay, honestly. It's not even, I don't like, because other people's tracking is fine, I think. I think it's just people don't set up the audio delay, honestly. Like, other people have better actual tracking than me, but they just don't set up the audio delay so it looks like it's off. Man, I got some mango iced tea. So good. Oh, sure. Let me zoom out a bit. This is the model I drew and I'm working on. Oh wait, I need to clip the skirt shadow, actually. Now that I'm looking at it, I forgot to do that. There we go. Yeah. I might just actually do the mouth now because I'm just thinking about it and I don't really want to move on to the eyes yet. I normally do the eyes and then I do the mouth, but honestly, I think the eye movement is actually like the thing that's the most tedious for me. So, actually, I'm gonna be right back. I'm just going to get some more liquid, more tea. Oh, I'm back. I realized I I forgot to change the be right back text, so it just says eaten. I'm back. Tastes so good. Oh, and thank you. Yeah, the breathing animation, you don't really see it much when I'm like talking, I guess, because it's pretty subtle. But I do normally add a breathing animation for all the avatars I make. I also grabbed one of my black sugar milk tea choco pies as a treat. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm happy to keep anyone company while they're staying up. Oh, no. My bad. I forgot to change the text for be right back to just it just still said eaten, which was what I said it to last time because I got some food. But yeah, I guess I'll just do the mouse stuff because I'm here. So it's a 0 and then 1. What do I want to do for the... Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to add the thing for this one as well. Oh yeah, I did hear the I did hear the new song. I'm not sure if I'm super into it yet. I have to listen to it a bit more. I'm from California, United States. I'm not from Alaska. Yeah, I'm from California. what is poking through here? Is that... Hmm? Hmm? What's this? What is... Huh. Is this part of it? Oh no, I just have to cover that, I guess. Weird. Hmm. Live? I am living, and I am live, so you can say it. It's live. Yeah, by doing the mouth forms this way, you don't have to like manually create or like E and it will kind of already be made just by having these in the middle here. So now I need to I'm working on a VTuber Live2D model. So when I'm actually making the keyforms here, I will adjust the mouth shape, just because obviously this is a little bit weird for the E shape. You know. I still need to adjust the gloss, yeah. Thank you. I need to adjust this a bit because this is a little bit weird. What is getting cut off here? Is it the lip gloss? Oh no, it's the skin, huh? So in these cases, this is like a case where you might want to do another keyform in between because things are kind of getting a little bit scuffed. Yeah, currently this is my job. This is like what I'm doing full time for now. Yeah. Maybe what I should do is glue this shit? Maybe? Oops, no, 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 no. Glue. And then, how do I use glue again? I don't like using glue because I don't understand it, so I don't really know what I'm doing here. But I think that might do what I want it to do. Maybe? I need to adjust the lips more. This needs to be more curved here, I think. Konnichiwa. Irasai. Yeah, Live2D can be a little bit like if you aren't able to commission anyone for art, it might be a little bit difficult if you don't know how to draw. There's some practice models that you can use that the Live2D themselves, like the creators of Live2D, provide for you if you want to just practice Live2D itself. But yeah, commissioning is really the best way to get a model in general. What is this? What's going on here? Why are these here? What is this? What is this mysterious vertex? Oh hey Cat Buns. Welcome. I'm doing good today. I'm just chilling mostly. Yeah, just chilling. I just upgraded my RAM to 64 gigabytes recently, pretty much specifically because of Live2D, honestly. Because I had 16 gigabytes of RAM, and even that was getting a little bit rough when I was doing models like this, because it took a big amount of large amount of RAM. Yeah, so 16 gigs of RAM was kind of rough, honestly, with Live2D stuff. If you're doing like a really simple model, it's fine, but if you're doing like a full VTuber model, you probably want at least 16. I would say 32 is probably totally safe. 64 is probably complete overkill, which is what I have now. Yeah, I mean, like, even with, people have done Live2D models even with, like, kind of sketchy styles as well. So, of course, like, clean line art and stuff, helps a lot, and, like, shading as well helps, but you can really make a Live2D model off of, like, anything, as long as the parts are separated. That's really the most important part. Otherwise, you can really animate, like, anything, as long as the parts are separated properly. Okay, but like, see, here's the thing though. Even with my 64 gigs of RAM, Live2D still randomly will just go super slow, and I'll have to restart it for it to fix it. So it's not my fault that it does that. It's totally I think it must have some memory leak issue or something else, because yeah, it will just like suddenly get super slow, and I'll have to restart it after a while. And my RAM usage will be the same. Yeah, I guess it's Java. Because yeah, I'll be working fine, it'll be super smooth, and then randomly it'll just be like super freeze up. Like I can save and then I have to close because otherwise I can't do anything else. Oh yeah, I do play rhythm games. I used to play them more pre-COVID because I would go to like round 1 and play like Sound Voltex and Drum Mania, and I like DDR too, but I don't know if I'll be able to play DDR as well because I've gained some weight over quarantine here, so not sure if I can play the same level of charts on DDR anymore. Kind of probably lost some muscle mass while I've been sitting here for an entire year. But I've played Project Sekai. I've played that as well. But I've played a good amount of mobile rhythm games over the years, so at this point I'm a little bit kind of worn out by them, I guess. So I don't really actively play them anymore. But I have played Project Sekai a bit on and off. It would be cool if they added a song of mine. I'd honestly like more than that. It would be cool if they would let me do like, you know how they have the different voice versions? It would be awesome if they like let me, or like put one of my covers in as like a different version. It's still bugging me because I still feel like it's like slightly clipping, and I guess it's the skin. Maybe I need to add some more of these here, just for the sake of adjusting this better. That's okay. Yeah. Any favorite movies, TV shows, anime? Not. It's always hard for me to say like a specific show or movie. I really like The Girl Who Leapt Through Time for a movie. I don't really watch a ton of live action movies, really. Except for like Marvel stuff, I suppose. Endgame's really good. I do watch a lot of anime though. I really like Higurashi. The most recent season was absolutely bonkers. I'm gonna scream when the next season comes out because I didn't expect 2 Higurashi seasons in the year of 2021. What the fuck? When I recently finished Umineko, the game, not anime. Don't watch the Umineko anime. And I really enjoyed Umineko. And yeah, I play Project Diva. I haven't really been playing recently though. I don't really like the feature tone gameplay. I liked all of the games on like the Vita and the PSP. But I just don't really like how the like double notes work in future tone and onwards, really. Yeah, so I like the Vita games a lot. But I don't really. I got the game for my PS4, and I also got the game for Switch. But I just don't really like feature tone gameplay that much. I think also like the difficulty is a little bit weird, and the way that it's scored is a little bit weird too. I just prefer the Vita games. What music do I like? I mean, I don't know. I kind of keep up on like recent I kind of keep up on recent like J-pop music and stuff. but I don't know if I have like a specific favorite song. Oh, but I've been really into Fujikaze recently. Recently, as in like the last year. If you haven't heard of Fujikaze, check him out. He's like amazing. Amazing dude. Amazing voice, amazing songs, really jazzy chords. Yeah, I'm like a huge Fujikaze fan. Over the last year, I've become a huge fan. Yeah, I have watched some of the new anime. I'm watching Odd Taxi. Odd Taxi has been really great. You can definitely tell the people behind Odd Taxi are like older because some of the references in like episode 3 of Odd Taxi fucking like flew across my head, and I was like, man, I'm like in my mid-20s, and even then I just miss like 3 references in a row. So I can tell the people behind Odd Taxi are definitely like making it for an older audience. Older as in like probably 30s. Or like late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s. But I'm really enjoying Odd Taxi. You can tell it's more for like a mature audience, which is kind of refreshing. And then I'm also watching what was it called? Vivi, I think. I'm enjoying that one as well. And then I was watching the new, oh my gosh, Wendy. I was watching the Shaman King remake, and maybe I don't like Shaman King as much as I thought I did. I was really excited for the Shaman King remake because I really liked Shaman King back in late middle school. Like middle school to late middle school, I was really into Shaman King. And so I was really excited for the remake, but like I don't know. It's kind of, I would say it's bad, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm really I gotta wait until, because I remember in middle school, I remember the ending of Shaman King being fucking awesome, and I'm like, I remember liking it a lot, but I don't remember the beginning at all. And the first few episodes so far, I've been like, man, this is kind of really generic shonen. So yeah, I really can't tell if I liked it just because I was in middle school or if it was like actually legit good. Because I think I had somewhat good taste in anime back when I was in middle school, but I'm starting to doubt myself. Yeah, Fujikaze does like, he doesn't really do jazz, but you can tell that he's kind of into jazz, because his chords are pretty jazzy. Like, he doesn't really make jazz, but he uses jazzy chords a lot. And you can tell when he's doing like live music, he definitely has had a lot of inspiration from jazz music in general. I think my favorite Fujikaze song is probably Moe wa. It's very, very good. I like the message of it in general as well. I think that's why I connect with Fujikaze's songs so much, is that I really like the messages that he tries to, you know, convey through his music. Not like the music itself is awesome as well, but like the, you know, the messages he's trying to convey through his music really hit home to me, I think. So yeah, I've just been really I've just been like in awe by his music for the past year. Yeah, definitely check Fujikaze out. He's on Spotify as well. I've been just looping his stuff for years. Not actual years, but you know. Yeah, I've really been enjoying Vivi. Like, it's not really, yeah, I kind of agree. Like, it's not really the type of concept that is like really new, but like when I've been watching it, it's been super entertaining and like really interesting to me. But yeah, it's like not really a new concept, so I don't know why I like it so much. But like I really like the direction it's been going in. So yeah, I've just been really enjoying Vivi a lot. Like each new episode I am completely entranced by. And like the art direction for certain scenes is really good, even though like the animation overall is maybe not amazing. But yeah, I've been really into it, surprisingly. And meanwhile, I watched what was it? There was like a kabaddi anime, and I was like, what? That's gonna be interesting. And oh my god, it was so bad. God, sports anime are such a mess nowadays. For every one good sports anime, there are like 90 absolute trash ones. I was like halfway through the episode and I was like, what am I doing? Why am I watching this? Oh my god. Oh, well, thanks for coming by. No, sleep if you need to. I always keep the VODs up. They'll be on their own playlist, unlisted, so you won't find them just on my uploads list on my channel, but if you just go to the live streams playlist, the VODs will all be there, so. Vocal collections, I don't think I'm involved in anything. In terms of series of Vocaloid songs, I'm not really into series type things, I suppose. Oh my god, wait, what did I do? What did I do here? Why is that doing that? But yeah, I'm not really into like series type songs, I suppose. I like the songs individually, but I've never been a huge fan of collective stuff. Like even well, wait, what is it? I think the only thing that I was kind of interested in was the like servant of evil, daughter of evil type thing. And that was kind of as far as my interest went with that type of like series situation. Like 1 or 2 songs, maybe 3 songs connected is like my limit, and then I'm like, all right, I kind of don't care anymore. I prefer things not to be literally connected to each other and more like nods to past songs. I enjoy that more than like literal connections between songs. I think. Oh yeah, and then I need to do the mouth for the mouth open as well. The older commission videos should be in the live streaming playlist I have on my channel. They should all be there. They're just kind of yeah, they should all be there. On the channel, you have to kind of go into the playlist, or else it will only show the last like 10 or 15 videos, I think. But if you expand the playlist, it should have everything of all the older VODs. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed with the Shaman King remake a bit. I don't know, I feel like comparing it to like Fruits Basket is kind of similar, where you know it's a remake of an older manga, and it has kind of like those older manga quirks of like the facial like response, or what like how do you describe it? Like the weird faces that were really popular back then. Shaman King's trying to do the same thing, but it doesn't really work as well. I think the Fruits Basket remake kind of handled like the interesting faces a bit better. Whereas Shaman King, it feels like so forced. I don't know, like the weird faces kind of come out of nowhere, but like I don't know. it kind of feels off, and I don't know why, but it feels kind of off. Like, I don't know. I kind of wish it was better, but I don't really know how they would make it better, but yeah. Oh, no problem. I'm glad that they're helpful. I'm never really sure because like I kind of just ramble on when I'm doing live streams, so it's hard for me to tell how how helpful these videos are, but I guess if you can like skip through them and find the parts where I'm actually working on things, they might be a bit helpful. But yeah, feel free to if you have any questions about like Live2D stuff, feel free to ask them. I'm happy to help. And yeah, feel free to follow me on wherever, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. It's crazy. I almost have like 20K on Twitter, and I don't know why. I mostly just like post cat pictures at this point. and like big boob anime girls, like that's my content. I don't really know what else I'm offering, but you know, whatever. Maybe heavy was a little bit much. A bit much. But maybe it's better that it's higher vertice count for when I do the face movement stuff. I guess I'll do the base face stuff. And then I'll just copy it onto the face line. I'm not really super into Taite music, really. I kind of used to be back in like high school, I would say, but I've kind of grown out of it a bit, I suppose. Yeah. I think with Mafu Mafu specifically, now that I know a bit more about mixing, I can't like, so he does this one thing in every single mix he does, and now I can't unhear it. There will always be like that one part in his mixes where he specifically boosts up the reverb on like 2 lines to make them like, you know, dramatic. And now I can't unhear it, and like whenever I'm listening to a Mafu Mafu thing, I'm like, oh my god, where's the reverb? It's gonna hit. And then he does the thing, and I'm just like, I just crack up because he does it every time. Like, it's fine, but it's become like a thing that I can't get out of my head whenever I listen to Mafu Mafu. I'm just like expecting the very obvious reverb thing he does every single time, and he always does it. Every single mix he does, he always has it somewhere. So I'm always keeping an ear out for it, and sure enough, it's always there somewhere. It's like, even like sometimes I'll think he didn't do it for a song, but then like you'll hear it, just like a single word, he'll put reverb on just that word, and it'll be like really reverby, and you're like, ah, he did it again. And I don't know if he like actually is doing that on purpose, or if that's just like kind of like a habit he's gotten into, but it's like really funny to me. I don't know. Yeah, like he does it every single time, and it's I don't know. Oh yeah, the Canaria song. It's been covered so many times. It's kind of funny. It's weird because I didn't really expect that song to like blow up as much as it did, and now it's like you can't escape it. It's everywhere. Which is fine. I'm like, that's cool because the Canarias, I think he's like pretty young too, like 19, which is pretty impressive. I'm gonna make these farther away because I kind of don't like that. I do have a few covers up on my channel where I sing. Not many, but they exist. They're out there. I guess I can copy. Wait, copy. And then paste. And then do this. Sometimes the vertices this decides to make are really fucking weird. I don't think I'm the right character type for that. What songs introduced me to Vocaloid? It was like, I think the things that introduced me to it were like covers actually. Because back when I was a young boy, my father. Back when I was like younger, I was like playing a lot of MMOs, and so I would look for like background music, and I think at some point I found like a cover with like Miku and Rin and Len, and I was like really into that. And so I looked up a bunch of other stuff. And that's kind of where I started being interested in Vocaloid. Is this all good? I think so. Should be fine for this. I don't need it to be super well put together. Is that crazy enough? How do you this and then do the fourth different? Oh, I can. That's crazy looking. Probably unnecessary. I can probably just live with this. Probably. And then paste it here. With the face, I'm adding vertices to the base of the face and the face line so that when I move the face, it will all be kind of together. But when the mouth opens, you kind of want to move the bottom of the mouth of the head a little bit so that it looks like the jaw is opening. So I needed to add the vertices so that I could do that. I might actually erase some of these because these are not necessary. Because it's not going to be moving that much anyway, so. Base face. Make this a little bit bigger. And then what I'll do is I will I'll make a deformer just for the mouth open. And then I'll select these. So for this, like this, for this one specifically, this is a commission. This is a commission for Shishi. People tend to use these for, you know, various things, but normally they'll be using them for like live streams or videos or content in general. So most people tend to use these models for live streaming in some form, kind of like what I'm doing here, but you know, they'd probably be doing something different, like games or something, or singing. I think that's probably okay. I don't want to make it too much because it's gonna look weird, but I do need to adjust this though. Oh, thanks for coming by to both of you. Yeah, it's nice to have people just chilling while I work on stuff. My kitty's sleeping behind my butt. She's just sitting here on the chair with me. Sculpting? You mean like 3D sculpting? Or like actual sculpting? like in real life. I have tried to do some 3D sculpting like with ZBrush before, because there's like a trial for ZBrush. But I don't know. I haven't really practiced it that much, so I'm not very good at it. Yeah, I've tried ZBrush a few times, like trying the trial a few different times, and I've never really been able to do much good with it. But I don't know, I also just don't really have enough experience with like 3D stuff in general, so. Yeah, so virtual YouTubers, same concept. It's just for this is a 2D model instead of a 3D model, like Kizuna I uses. I guess I'll do the keyform for the mouth here. Thank you. I mean, like paper is kind of a different. If you're drawing with like a tablet, you know, it's kind of a different feel than drawing on paper. So. Yeah, I mean, if people have a bunch of viewers, it's kind of hard to read the comments sometimes, so things are a bit more chill when the comments aren't as speedy. Because if a bunch of people are talking at once, sometimes I'll miss questions and such. Maybe using glue for this was not the best idea. Yeah, thanks for coming by. Will I ever stream myself making music? Maybe. I might. My monitoring headphones actually just arrived back from repair today. So I might do a music or like tuning stream sometime soon, maybe. Maybe. That's a little bit off. And then I'll probably just move everything down because it's kind of up too high. No, yeah, it's I always like answering questions and stuff, so. I might make the O a little bit smaller. It's kind of a lot. Just a little bit. Oh, actually, one second. Let me restart VTube Studio because apparently the update came out. So my avatar might stop moving for a second. Let me hide it really quick while I do this. Zoom. Do that. Update. Where is it? Is it here? Apparently VTube Studio updated. Apparently. Oops. Maybe if I restart it. Oh wait, never mind. Okay, apparently the update got apparently the update had a build error, so it didn't get updated actually. Never mind, I'm coming back. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I closed the app and I went to the app store, but it wasn't there, and then I took the Discord because Denshi had mentioned me and he was like, oh, it's up, and I checked it and it wasn't up, and then I didn't read the next message that said, oh, the build didn't go through. I got all excited, but alas. Yeah, I'm back now. So at this point, I guess I need to make the extra keyforms here. So I'll just select all these. This one? Yeah. Then I'll add one at 0.3 and 0.7. And so when you do that, you'll just, because we already made the mouth open thing, it just made these frames here, which are a pretty good base for, what do you call it? For, you know, the E and the E. Like, it's already pretty much almost done. I just need to adjust it a bit. So that's one cool thing about doing the mouth open stuff first. But obviously, like, this one needs to be adjusted a bit because it's not really what E looks like. Mainly just the edges here. Oops. Oh, the last one? Yeah, it was fine. I was able to finish it. There's just like a few really tiny adjustments I had to make afterwards. With some of the expression stuff as well. So yeah, there's just a few tiny adjustments and it's all done. I'm not sure when she was planning to do her debut or anything, but I'll be sure to make a post about it or something when it comes up. Yeah, I mean it's kind of like I guess it's kind of an in between. The hair is pretty I would say the hair is pretty close to my actual hair, and I do wear glasses, but not recently because I need them for far away, and I'm sitting in front of my computer most of nowadays. So yeah, it's kind of like in between, I suppose. And for this, kind of just want to make this like really tiny. I'm using VTube Studio for tracking, for the face tracking program. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like super bright colors anyway, so kind of went with the type of colors I like in real life as well. I'm not sure if I'd release a Live2D file. Like, as it is, like the current models I've made for myself, the first one and the second one being this one, neither of them are really amazing. I would probably make a new one, but then even then, I don't know if I'd really want to give that one out either. Yeah. I don't know if I'd ever give any of the actual files out, even for learning purposes, but if people have any questions, I'm always happy to answer those. It's mainly just, because sometimes, like, I'll do things for no real reason. I don't want people taking those things and being like, oh, I need to do this, but then it's like, I kind of just did that because I was stupid, you know? commissions here? The thing I'm working on is a commission. The eye color looks a little bit similar, I suppose, but it's actually a different color. It's just the glasses kind of make it look like a lighter color. But no, this is a commission for Shishi. For the tongue to stick out of the mouth, you have to draw like a separate tongue for that. And it can be kind of difficult to get that working. I only had to do it once, and it was pretty difficult, I would say. Thank you. I can frown too. I think with this I'm probably done with the mouth forms, I think, for now. I'll probably do the expression stuff later. But yeah, like this is as many keyframes as I use for my model, so that's kind of it. It's E, O, and then U around here. I might adjust this actually, because I don't think the tongue would show up here. People kind of make different shapes for U depending on like the person, so it's a little bit difficult sometimes to make one that really looks like U, but main thing is to check these in-between ones. Since I'm not putting keyforms here, I just want to make sure that they look fine. But I think we're all good. I don't see any issues. Yeah, I think that should be good. Save that. I guess it's time for the eyes, huh? I guess it's about that time. Thank you for the sub. I'm like debating if I should stream on my birthday at all. Because on one hand I kind of just want to chill, but also like doing this is kind of fun, so back a bit, but my cat's right behind my butt. Yeah, like so for this one I drew the art for this one as well. Yeah, I suppose, but I don't know. I enjoy working on it, so. So I'm just gonna hide the glasses for now. Yeah, I have a whole playlist with all my past live streams, so if you're ever curious, they're all there. Thank you. And my birthday's on, what day is it? On Thursday. 2 days from now. I don't know, maybe I'll just chill. Well, thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah, the the English Tokenambu release. It's cool that they're doing it. I feel like it's kind of like weird that they're doing it now, because I feel like the kind of craze of Tokenambu is kind of like faded at this point, but it's cool that they're doing it. I'm just a little bit confused, I guess. Like, why now? Feels like they're a few years late, but you know, go off, I guess. Yeah, there were some pretty weird translations. I mean, it's a pretty difficult game to translate, honestly, because there's just so much historical stuff in there, as well as just like complicated names and yeah, like references. So I'm kind of surprised at all that they translated it, because I wouldn't want to do that. Like, it's one thing translating like a normal game, but when that game is so heavy with historical stuff, so I feel like I don't know, like I know a good amount of Japanese history, but that's like a different level. What time is it for me? It's almost 4 p.m. here. Yeah, there's that one, there's that one that made me cry where they translated, the phrase was like kawaiso, but they translated it as if they read it as like kawaii so instead of kawaiso. So instead of like pitiful, they translated it as like cute, and I'm like, no, that's the wrong word. But like, I get it, that game, translating that game would be very tiring, so I can understand like being tired one day and like just reading kawaiso and being like, fuck it, I think like, I don't know, I can imagine getting fatigued while working on that game, but still, like, translating kawaiso the wrong way is pretty unfortunate. Okay, I think that's good for eyelashes. should be okay for that. And then oh yeah, I didn't add that for this either. I think that should be good. These don't really need to be super detailed. However, I do want to make these kind of bounce a little bit. So I'll do that. Okay, no, that's too much. That's fine, I think. Yeah. I guess I get more rigging commissions, but when I do get the art and rigging commissions, they take more time, so I have to block out more of my schedule for them. Yeah, so I do get more rigging commissions, which is totally fine though, because the art and rigging ones take me longer, so I can't really accept as many of them anyway. It's kind of easier on me if I take more rigging commissions than art and rigging commissions, especially because when it's my own art, I tend to be a little bit more, I don't know, extra detailed. Like everything else is detailed, you know, but because it's my own art, I have like specific things I want to do with it. So I end up going a little bit more crazy than I probably need to. I started kind of learning in January, so it's taken me about 4 months now. April's almost over. Oh, good morning. Ohio. Thank you. I mean, I've been going like crazy since January. I've been like doing nothing but Live2D. So I guess like if you can do your own art, then it will be a lot easier for you to start Live2D, in my opinion, just because you can, you know, prepare your own practice material. For people who want to, you know, start learning how to do Live2D rigging, but can't draw, they end up getting in the situation where, you know, they want to practice on models, but they don't really have anything to work with, so they either have to like accept free commissions or like free, you know, rigging requests, or like they have to like look for models to practice with, which isn't really ideal. So if you're able to draw yourself, then it will be a lot faster, I think, to learn, because you can kind of, you know, you can make your own art and work with that. And yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I've been definitely going crazy the last few months, like trying to get better. Yeah, so actually, I don't know, the description might be messed up. In the description of the YouTube stream, I have a link to a playlist. Is it working? Yeah, it works. So in the description, I have a link to a playlist that I've set up with a bunch of tutorials that have helped me back when I was learning at the beginning, as well as just like helpful videos or good references. Some of them are just channels, like videos from channels that I would suggest checking out. Like Hatati's channel is really good. He has a bunch of live streams of really advanced stuff. And just like watching his live streams has helped me learn a lot. And there's also the person who did like Kiryu Koko's new model or new rig. They have like a video where they just show off all of their parameters, which helps a bit for me, because I can kind of, sometimes like people will show you how to do things, but they won't actually show you the specific parameters, and so her just going through the parameters helped me a lot. And yeah, I have a few other videos in there as well, but definitely check out the playlist in the description. There's lots of good stuff in there. I'm kind of also adding to it kind of as I find better video, or like as I find videos. I've been adding to the playlist a little bit with helpful things. So yeah, definitely recommend that. Yeah. So the dots that you make are kind of like letting you move the mesh that you've made around without actually touching. It's doing the work for you to like kind of, you know, bend things without you actually having to individually move the keyform or the vertices. Yeah, I definitely recommend using that when you can. But obviously you can't use that with deformers, so it can only be used on art meshes themselves. Hey, you a bot. Goodbye. Thank you. No, I'm happy that they're helpful. kind of want to mess with this too, so I'm gonna outline that. Oops. Oh, is that a thing? I didn't think about that. Because sometimes I want to like link. I guess it's not an issue if I link stuff, huh? It's only like if other people link stuff, right? I haven't really messed with any of like the custom tools or anything, just because I'm not super savvy with Twitch. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll set that up after this then. Cause yeah, that seems helpful. Or like it would be helpful. I don't really get that many bots, but like occasionally they show up, but I can just ban them pretty quick, but still kind of annoying. That should be plenty, I think. Yeah. Okay, eyes. I guess I can just change this to 2 actually. Make it easy. How long does it take me? For this portion, like the rigging part, it can take me from like 30 to 40 to 30 to like 50 hours, I guess. Can you add, you mean take parts from like one finished rig and move it to another? Not sure really. There's like, you can make a template using a past model you've made, but I don't know. I've tried that before and it always kind of makes things messy. So I'd rather just do it from scratch. Yeah, stuff with mirroring, it works, but you have to kind of do it in a specific way. I can show you once I get to the part where I flip everything, but pretty much what you need to make sure you do is you have to make sure that the what is it? You have to make sure that the model is completely in the middle, otherwise when you flip it, it's gonna be like way over here or something. So that's one thing. And you have to make sure you are selecting all of the parts, all of the parts that are in the eye, as well as the deformers. You also have to flip those as well, and you have to reflect x-axis stuff, otherwise she'll be looking like cross-eyed. But I would say most people will do the reflection if possible. Yeah, I mean, otherwise things will look really uneven if you do one eye and then you have to do the other eye manually as well. Things will just end up looking uneven, even if you try your best to like make sure they look the same. Yeah, sometimes the flipping can be a bit buggy as well. Kind of depends on your setup for stuff. But yeah, you have to be a little bit careful about it, because if you flip something and then something messes up, you're gonna have to delete it and flip again, or you're gonna have to do some adjustments, but yeah. I need to add another one here. Welcome. Thank you. I've been really into Live2D since like January, so I've been just going kind of crazy at it. And then eyelid. I'm still doing Vocaloid or like vocal synth stuff. I've just been pretty busy with Live2D stuff, so I haven't really been working on too much. I have things that I'm like kind of like halfway done with, but I haven't got around to finishing any of them yet because I've been just busy with Live2D stuff, and my headphones were broken, but I just got them back, so maybe I'll finish some stuff I was working on. I think that looks pretty good. So I guess I should start doing the blink stuff. Oh, hello. Welcome. I guess I should add another one of these. Yeah. For what? Wired or wireless what? Headphones? Yeah, I'm still at it. Mm. Okay, I think I'm done with the eye movement at this point. Ooh. um, besides Vocaloid, I'm into Fujikaze. I like J-pop in general, I suppose. Favorite Vocaloid producer probably, as of recently, like Akora, probably. Let's see. It will debut? What will debut? American Puppet? Yeah, I think the leaving out in weirdest part, like, I don't. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta make the, I mean, because people blink so much, you know? Gotta make it look good. And then I also need to do it for, oops, no, this one. Oh, hey, welcome. I need to put this here too. Hmm? Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay, I gotta test it with this too. Yeah, that works fine too. So now I gotta do the XY. Yeah, the heart eyes are always really cute. Actually, I didn't have the chance to do that until now, which was great because, yeah, up till now no one's asked for the heart eyes, and I'm like, really? You sure you don't want it? All right. So I'm glad I got to finally do the heart eyes. I guess I'll also do the eye move for the what's it called? There we go. That sounds cute as heck. Kinda want some ice cream today. I was thinking about it earlier. I still have some of the boba ice cream I got in the freezer, but I already ate all of, I think I ate all of the brown sugar milk tea ones. So I only have the matcha boba ones, and then the matcha milk tea boba, and then I have the oolong tea boba ice cream, but the oolong tea isn't very, I don't know, I don't really like that flavor that much. The like top third is really good because it's just like sweet cream flavor, but then the bottom is the oolong tea flavored ice cream, but it's like not, I don't know, I'm not really into it. I thought I'd like it more. But the brown sugar one was really good though. Oh, do you not like boba pearls? Are you a cheese foam person? Oh, damn. I didn't know you didn't like boba. Surprise. I think for me, I would prefer the boba to be more on the chewy side than on the soft side. When the boba's too soft, it like, I don't know, I don't like it that much. It needs some sort of chew to it, or else it's like, why is it even in here? That's how I feel about it. And the ice cream pearls are pretty good because they have like the perfect amount of chew for me, I think. Oh yeah, I forgot. I actually added expressions to my model now. Just a few. Just this like oh wait, I turned off global stuff. One sec. One sec. Where did I put it? Global on. On. There we go. But yeah, I added global, or I added expressions. I got this one. This is just my constant mood. Yeah, boba's like the tapioca pearls. Yeah, I like when the boba is like pretty chewy, I would say. Not too chewy, but more on the chewy side for sure. When I get the ones you can like boil at home, I tend to take them out like a minute early so that they're a little bit more chewy. Oh, that sounds good. Mm. No, I should just use what's it called? No, thanks for coming by. Hello, welcome. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of these recently. I haven't really had time to do much music stuff. I do plan on doing some more soon-ish. I don't want to make this too much because it kind of stands out if you make it too obvious. Vegas Filipino. Oh. I mean, I don't know. People have their likes and dislikes. I feel like that's valid. Oh yeah, this is my own model that I made a while back. Maybe a little bit too much. Ohio. How long does it take to rig a model? Like 30 to 50 hours or so total for the rigging portion. Oh, hello, Aman. Welcome. Yeah, I used to say 20, but that's kind of, I don't know. I don't think that was also before. I used to say 20 to 30, but that was because I wasn't doing as detailed stuff, and now I know more. Like I know how to do stuff a bit more, so I end up putting more detail into the rigging. So now it takes me like 30 to 50 hours. Even though like I'm more experienced, so I do things a little bit faster. But now I know how to do said detailed things. I think the eye is looking pretty good though at this point. Got what's you feeling to it? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just chilling. Just like working on stuff. Thought it would help people if I stream the process. すごかったよね。リミックスとか結構あったんだよな。なんだっけ、トゥインフィールドのフィールドさんのリミックスがすごかった。一昨日からずっとループしてるんだよね。 Yeah, there's like no like to find good Filipino food. I gotta go like 30 or 40 minutes north because around here there's like not much. Oh, welcome back to Twitch. Yeah, I always have the Twitch link as well in here because I figured out how to do the multi streaming thing because that made more sense to me than you know, streaming only to YouTube when people are on Twitch too. So Kiryu Coco's new Live2D model is really good. Hers is like what I aspire to do. And then who else was it? Yeah, like who comes to mind is Kiryu Coco's new model. Just very well rigged, beautiful, just masterpiece of a rig. Okay, I think that's good. And then I guess what's next would be I guess I would do physics next. Thank you. Yeah, I'm having fun with the eye movements. And I don't know, even if you're like, I would consider myself somewhat nasally as well. But like I wouldn't worry about like your voice type or anything either. Like people are down to watch really anyone if they're doing something that they're interested in. Oh yeah, the boob rigging. I I haven't gotten there yet. I still have to make the actual art mesh for the boobs. Because they're just, I'm like kind of wondering how crazy I should go. Because I'll probably I might just like